There are so many great piano tutorials on YouTube, but most of them assume you already have certain knowledge and skills. This quick start video will get you up to speed even if you've never seen a piano. By the end of this video, you'll be playing some impressive sounding music and be ready to go forth and learn your favorite songs. And you'll avoid common bad technique habits that are hard to fix and hold so many aspiring players back. Most people have this idea that learning piano takes years of brutal practicing. It doesn't. If you just want to have fun playing your favorite popular songs, maybe impress your friends and family, or play an open mic night, you can make it happen really quickly. You don't even have to read sheet music. If you give me the next 11 minutes of your time, I will get you well on your way. So grab the cheat sheet using the link below. That's got a visual guide to everything in this lesson. Subscribe to my channel, and let's jump in. Okay, so this is a piano keyboard. It might look overwhelming, but first thing to notice is there's this pattern of the black keys. They're found in groups of 2 and groups of 3. This is just the top of a group of 3 that was cut off, then 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. I'm moving from low to high right now. So these are the highest notes on the keyboard. These are the lowest notes. We use this pattern as a map to know which note in the musical alphabet we're playing. Sing the musical alphabet song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. There are only 7 notes in the musical alphabet. First note we'll find is C, middle C specifically, and you'll find that right at the bottom of the group of 2 black keys that is most centered. It might sound weird to talk about C before A, but middle C ends up being a really important note, and a lot of things in piano get referenced in relation to it. Any note on the keyboard that looks like this sitting at the bottom of a group of 2 black keys is also a C. So these are all C's. You can tell they kind of sound the same, but it's just higher and lower versions of the note C. And the distance between 2 of the same note like this is called an octave. So here's the cool part. Between middle C and this next C, an octave up, is every single note there is to know on the piano. We've got the 7 white keys that make up the musical alphabet and the 5 black keys, which I'll get to in a minute. But that's all the notes you ever need to know, because all 88 keys of the keyboard is just higher and lower versions of those same notes. So let's look at these white keys. If you count backwards from that middle C, C, B, A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. It just repeats. There is no H. I have a few tips for remembering these notes. Of course, at first you might just be counting in either direction from C. Need to play a G? You can think C, D, E, F, G, but you'll want to get it more automatic. We can quickly add another anchor note. The note that's at the bottom of the group of 3 black keys is F. F, F. It can help to visualize and say the notes that are surrounding each of the groups of black keys. Around groups of 2, we've got C, D, E. C, D, E, C, D, E. D is in the middle, and D is for dog. It kind of looks like a little dog with black ears. Around groups of 3, we have F, G, A, and B. F, G, A, B. F, G, A, B. But at the end of the day, the best way to get them ingrained is just through repetition. I recommend quizzing yourself. Find a B. Find an E. And you can check your work using the cheat sheet. You'll get faster and faster until it becomes fully automatic. So what about those black keys? First, in music, a half step is the distance between one note and the very next note. This distance is the same as moving by a fret on the guitar. To sharp a note means to move it a half step higher, and the sharp symbol looks like a number sign or a hashtag. So if this is C, this is C sharp. If this is F, here's F sharp. To flat a note means to move it down a half step, and the flat symbol is this weird little lowercase b. So here's an A, here's an A flat. Here's an E, E flat. So every black key has 2 names. You can call this an F sharp. You can also call it a G flat. So I haven't been using very good techniques so far to play these notes. You can only get so far with using one finger. So let's look at our hands. In piano, we use all 10 of our fingers, and we can refer to each by a number, and we do all the time. It's super important to burn these numbers into your mind. Thumbs are 1, pinkies are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's right hand 4th finger, left hand third finger. It seems really easy, but be careful because if you get really used to playing with your right hand where the lowest note is 1 and the highest note is 5, it's really easy to accidentally call this 1. I can't tell you how common that mix-up is, so just remember it's a mirror. And notice how I'm curving my fingers because if I straighten them, they're all different lengths, and that's not very conducive to the straight line of the keys. So we curve our fingers like we're holding a softball, bringing them all into line and playing on our fingertips. And while we're at it, you want your bench to be at a height where your belly button is about even with the keys, elbows at a right angle or a little bit more. So you don't want to be a T-Rex and you don't want to be a zombie. Sitting up as straight as you can, but nice and relaxed. Everything kind of just hangs and lets go, except for your wrists float up. You can imagine a little string tied around your wrists, letting them float up so you can play on your fingertips, but your shoulders should stay relaxed. So let's start playing some notes. You'll probably notice at first your fingers feel a little bit clumsy, so let's do a simple finger exercise. Find middle C with the first finger on your right hand, and we're gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. If you find yourself hitting multiple notes at the same time, you're not alone. You're using your muscles in a new way, so just take it really slow. It takes a minute for them to wake up. By doing this exercise, your fingers will figure it out. Just keep reminding yourself to use that good technique. Wrist up, playing on the fingertips, everything else is relaxed. When you get the hang of this, do the same thing in your left hand, 1 octave lower. Take it as slow as you need. The finger numbers are the opposite, remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Practice your hands separately at first, but then when you get the hang of it, you can try them together. And over time, you can get it faster. Once you get the hang of that, try moving your left hand down 2 steps to start on A. You get this really nice harmony. Sounds super cool. Okay, now that your fingers are starting to figure out how to play, I want to teach you a few chords. Chords are when you have a few notes played together, and the backbone of most music, especially popular songs and rock music, it's all based on chords. First, let's try an A minor chord. You're going to do it like this. That's A, C, and E using right hand fingers 1, 3, and 5. You might find your second and fourth fingers trying to get involved. That's really common. Just be patient with those fingers. They will figure it out, especially with that finger exercise. So that's an A minor chord. Minor chords have that sad sound, which I love. And if it was major, it would sound like this. So you can hear the difference there. Major sounds happy, minor sounds sad. A lot of music is made from chord progressions, a sequence of chords. So let's take a few more chords and put them in order. If you can play that A minor chord, you can play these other chords because they're all the exact same shape. The next chord is F major. So we're gonna find this F down here with our thumb, same shape, F, A, C. That's a major chord. Sounds kind of happy. If it was minor, it would sound like that, but it's not. Next, we're just coming up to C major, same shape. You can just kind of move your hand up here till the thumb is on that middle C. So that's also a major chord, C, E, and G. And then finally, we're gonna do a G major chord. So you're gonna come down here, thumb on G, G, B, and D. Okay, so if we put those chords all together in order as a chord progression, we could write it out like this. The little lines are dividing the measures, which each get the same amount of counts. In this case, and you'll find is most commonly the case, we're in 4/4 time, which is a fancy way of saying that each of those measures gets 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to keep a steady count whenever you play. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we hit this little symbol with the 2 dots. That's a repeat sign. It means you start over again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give the left hand a job to do. The left hand is going to be our bass player, and we're just going to do a single note on the note that the chord is named after. So for the A minor, we're going to play an A. For the F, we're going to play an F. For the C major, we're going to play C. For the G major, we're going to play G. I'm using 3rd, 5th, 1st, and 4th fingers so we can just keep that hand in the same position the whole time. Take your time with this, but then put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds like a song. You could write your own vocals to this. Today I'm going to learn piano. Yeah. And you can add cool rhythms to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just playing the right hand on every count. You could even do it twice as fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... One final thing to try is called an arpeggio, and that's when you break the notes of a chord apart and play a pattern with them. Arpeggios are a great way to instantly make beautiful music. Here's the pattern, and I'll just demonstrate on the A minor at first. Left, 1, 3, 5, and you can just repeat that. So it's just one count for each note, going up, bottom, middle, middle, top. And I'm kind of just holding the left hand down. But we could do the chord progression, maybe do 2 times through that pattern for each, and it would sound like this. Sounds really cool. So just take your time with this and have fun. Maybe you change the octave. Now that you know how to play these 4 chords, I want to show you just 5 of the thousands of songs you can now play. So check out this video next and have fun.